Now, for you bone token holders, I got you a banging update. I got all the big players in the house giving you all the latest details on Shibarium. Guys, it's a big one. So sit back, enjoy, and let the Shib army take over. Guys, the floor is yours.
Listen, I appreciate you guys giving me the stage. I'm not going to talk or shill too long or anything like that. I just want to mention that, brick by brick, we launched, when was it? On the 26th. It might have been the second day that Shibarium went live, or maybe, yeah, I think it was the second or third day that Shibarium went live that brick by brick launched. And we're probably the least technological project that's really thriving right now, but we come from more of like a business aspect. We're a DAO, so a decentralized autonomous organization, and we're on chain for one mission, and that is to support the global adoption of Shibarium. All of the projects that are here today, we're looking to support Shibarium at whole. And really, where we came from is a CoinMerge whale group, which is why CoinMerge is very heavily involved in Brick by Brick and some of these other projects. And you'll see us surfacing on top of a lot of different Shibarium spaces and getting involved, standing up the web data for Web3 shards, just a lot of different other stuff. But we believe in the ecosystem. We believe Bone is probably the most bullish token that's above 100 million market cap out on the market right now. We just wanted to bring a lot of education to the ecosystem, and that's really where Brick by Brick came from, right? The mantra of the SHIB ecosystem was brick by brick, and one of our whales in CMOS is also a whale in I think Leash. I know Bone and I know SHIB, and he was just toying around in our whale group and was like, "What if we launched the token brick by brick?" And it went wild. So the next day or 2 days later, we launched it with the idea of what our mission was, and the three initiatives really kind of arose that same day. Like it was like, okay, well, if we're going to support the adoption of Shibarium, what do we need, right? What does every good, valuable network need? And the first thing is educated investors, right? Like Shibarium at the time was a little hot, right? It just jumped off. There's a lot of volume. There's a lot of people that weren't quite sure how to get on the network. So we just developed a quick schematic, a how-to video, some graphics, and we went to guerrilla marketing, right? We hit the road. We went into these Telegram channels and asked them if they'd be interested in learning about Shibarium. We onboarded them. We gained their trust, became a support channel. And then, the second thing is what does the network need? The second thing we saw was valuable projects, or projects that are there to bring value to the network, right? Not just a farmer or a dev on the platform looking to rug, scams, things of that nature. Those are deterrents to a network, right? So we developed a solution where we, as an organization, would support valuable projects through direct investments into the project itself, into the token. But they have to overcome a KYC process. So personally, I know MarsSwap, you guys do offer KYC through your swap, and I'm sure it's top tier. Prior to getting to know MarsSwap, we made a relationship with our KYC partner, Sure. I won't shill them too hard because MarsSwap is quality as well. But prior to that, the project that the DAO supports does have to pass the KYC. And this really, it's a way to vet the project and make sure that dev's actually going to be there for the length of the project. Doesn't guarantee that the project's going to succeed, but it brings more safety to the chain, right? And if the DAO votes, the project passes the KYC, they'll receive an investment from the DAO. Now, DAOs traditionally, right? Like if you have an open system, people will see the votes. People will hear rumors that the DAO is going to invest, and they'll try to front run it. Well, the difference between our DAO and some other DAOs is that we not only invest in the project, we have gone above and beyond and provided an entire support system for the golden NFT projects, or the Brick DAO approved projects, where once they're approved by Brick DAO, they receive the golden NFT, and we have select services, including marketing, development, things of that nature, all in a service channel ready to offer heavily discounted services to these projects. So imagine you're going on a marketing campaign, and every project in here has probably tried to spend on marketing, and DeFi is already expensive enough. We're a promotional company, from real life to DeFi, I just, it's tough to, the pricing's in cryptocurrency, to say the least, is probably twofold of what it would be in real life, in an everyday organization on the road trying to market. So what we've done is worked with these organizations for them to offer a discount, and it ranges from 20 to 30%. So imagine being able to gain an extra 20 to 30% on your marketing spend, or that impact that it may have. So not only does the DAO invest, but it gives them a runway for more success on chain. And in return, you also get the support of the BrickDAO holders, who are all printing Bone, because we're a rewards token. So they don't feel like they need to sell Brick, if you will, to go and invest in the project that the DAO supports, because they're already earning those reflections in spare Bone in order to go around the ecosystem and find themselves, investing at the bottom of some really nice projects. So it's kind of been a nice a nice initiative on that end. And then the third initiative is the same as two, but it's really focused around development. So if there's a technology company on chain that is looking to develop something, right, but maybe they don't have the funds, or maybe they do have the funds, but they're looking for some extra liquidity in order to scale the development further, they can come to BrickDAO and fill out a proposal, and then it will go into our DAO system for a vote by all the holders. And if we choose to, we'll invest in the development of some sort. And that would be more of like, you're going to a VC for funding or something. You would provide what you're looking for, and then also, a promise of, your outlook of what you'd be returning to the DAO later on, just as an investment company would. One of the examples that of this particular initiative was Web3 shards. Obviously, we're with CoinMerge, so it was somewhat of an easy kind of transition, and it was low cost right out the gate, just to kind of proof of work of what the DAO wallet could do. And they stood up Web3 shards, which is providing SHIB data to the entire ecosystem, or whoever really utilizes it, for free at the moment. And then when it goes to V1 and it is a paid service eventually, it will be 87% less than the current providers that are on market, which will help the scalability of blockchain. So it'll just really help the ecosystem grow faster. So yeah, that's my spiel on Brick by Brick. I did pin something up to the Jumbotron. We honestly, obviously every investor invests in something for a return on investment at some sort. I do believe a lot of our investors thoroughly believe in the SHIB ecosystem. They are enjoying the Bone rewards that they receive for volume, and Brick has been one of the top volume tokens on chain to date. And they are also going to be receiving the benefits of some of the ROI that the DAO brings in from some of their investments. So there's an understanding with any project that we do invest in that at certain thresholds or gains, we do pull initial investments out. And 25% of that return actually goes to a buyback directly on Brick by Brick, and then is airdropped to the top holders of Brick by Brick. So if you're a part of our whale group, or you hold over 500 Brick, you will receive extra rewards. So it doesn't solely benefit our whales. It benefits everybody by putting one volume on the chain to increase the rewards that are be spinning out. It also increases our floor, and then gives some extra incentive to become a whale and have a stronger voice within the Brick ecosystem. But yeah, it's bigger than Brick. The mission's about Shibarium. It's education, providing resources, bringing value to the chain, having some extra funding for different projects that might need to get jump started, and or just investing in the project to help hold the floor, additional support through our community, and then really our main goal is adoption. So BrickDAO is not just the Brick the token. We are SHIB Army, and we truly believe, I did pin this up into the Jumbotron, and I believe it's our mantra: united we stand, divided we fall.
Absolutely, and I think every chain needs a DAO, right? Every chain needs a DAO, regardless. And, Brick is actually trending. I'm actually looking at it right now. You're actually trending #1 on DexTools again and again and again. I see you guys trending everywhere. And, that was like music to my ears when you mentioned about KYC and auditing, because a lot of projects don't realize, this is one thing. I mean, and I don't want to pull any other platform down or anything like that, but we we put that KYC and audit in place on MarsSwap, and today, we've not had one rug pull on MarsSwap, not one. Now, I'm not saying it's going to stop rug pulls. It's not going to stop rug pulls, but it's kind of working as a deterrent, right? Because anybody can add liquidity. It doesn't mean they don't need to be KYC'd or audited to add liquidity. We just happen to have the correct licenses, and work with Verif for the KYC things, and I also know a couple of good companies out there. I'm personally KYC'd with I think it's the ones Assure DeFi. I'm personally KYC'd with them. These guys doing an amazing job, and they're the ones that kind of inspired me, because it were another UK guy. What did it? I remember when they did it ages ago, and they did my KYC. We got on pretty well, so so they kind of put that into place, and I thought, if we need, Shibarium, we want it to be safe. Whether there's going to be scams and rugs wherever we go. So, having that license with KYC for Verif, so we can try and keep it a little bit safer. It's not our main frontier. The DEX, the platform's the main utility. This is what we focus on. However, it's there for an option. If people want to get a KYC, if they want to get their smart contracts audited, we're equipped to do stuff like that. So, the more people that can bring stuff like this to the chain is going to be crucial, right? Because we want it to be safe. We want the chain to be safe. We don't want the next BSC running all over. It costs us $2.50 to launch a smart contract, right? And that's the reason also we put the 100 bone, I think it's 50 bone or 100 bone fee on the token creator, is because we don't want people to... What's up? All right, I'll come and see to it. Sorry, guys. We don't want people just launching contracts after rug for like $2.50 and stuff. There have to be some sort of guidelines. Although with DeFi, we fully decentralized. We took that in as an option. It's something that I hadn't really pushed that much, but it's there, right? So I think bring you guys with a DAO and doing KYCs and bringing that option is absolutely critical, and we'll fully support all of that. We want people to be trusted in the space, and this is what it's about. I think it's important,
Yeah.
You guys are doing really well.
Yeah, I agree. When I saw that you guys did KYC right on the swap, I thought it was brilliant, right? Because people are going to go to that swap to launch a token. So the fact that those two options are right there for them, it's almost like an all-in-one option for them as they go to launch. Yeah. Brilliant. You guys are doing a fabulous job over there. And, we've had you guys over on CoinMerge a couple times now. I know one time for an AMA, you guys utilized us for promotion, and then another time for the showcase we did as well. So it's just good to see the growth of you guys and the entire network. It's been great.
Yeah, and I had to apologize because it was late for me, and I think I missed it. So one of the team members did it for us. I hope they did as good. I couldn't remember because it was kind of hectic back then. Just getting onboarding projects and trying to get around building it was just crazy. Now I've got a little bit more time. The platform's fully built. We want to build together, and we want to help as many projects on board to Shibarium as possible, but we want to do it in a safe manner where I don't want people using our decks and getting scammed. I don't want people investing in tokens and getting scammed. So, hats off to you guys for actually utilizing that for a service, because, people who know how to do KYCs at the end of the day, it might cost the project a little bit to show that. But if somebody's launched a project and they've gone through brick by brick, MarsSwap, Assure, DeFi, Interfi networks, these guys are another good close partner of ours also. it's just necessary to have there in place, just to deter them scams, because there's no person getting scammed. And how many people, how many rugs we've seen in the past? James always says we've seen enough rugs we could build his own carpet shop. And I know it might be a little joke, but it's true, right? You know, the rugs are absolutely horrendous.
Yeah, it's
You know,
horrible, man. Nothing deters anybody. Like, it's so defeating. You get on chain, everyone's winning, and then all of a sudden a new investor comes on board and doesn't quite know, the ropes and gets rugged, right? And then they leave, and all they do is talk poorly about the chain. So, yeah, that is one of the things.
That's why you got to get Shib Sniffer Bot in your chats, guys.
There you go. Sniff out those contracts too, right? And it'll give you all the deets quick. So
absolutely.
That's it.
Absolutely, safety is key. I mean, you only can do so much decentralized. We're all here and we all believe in DeFi, but having that, I think that's the most centralized thing that we actually offer, right? Is the KYC and audit. I think the audits are more KYC, just for security of that project as well. You don't want to be launching unaudited contracts where if there's a way through to get in the back door, they've not put a re-entrancy in there, it kind of sucks to the investors, and then at least you've covered your own back and done everything possible to assure that. So yeah, I do own some brick myself, I'm not gonna lie. I am an investor. And I'm pretty open with some of the investments that I do. Sometimes I won't invest, and sometimes I will. It just depends what I think. And Brick launched, and I wanted to be in early, even though I had my own project. When I wanted to support others as well. So it's like I said, it's not about Swap. It's about Shibarium and the builders on it. And what better project, to come on here and talk about KYC brick by brick, because Rome weren't built in a day, right? And brick by brick, that's the same, right? We're building brick by brick. So one brick at a time, we're getting closer and closer and closer to that, to that freedom that people want in crypto. So yeah,
absolutely.
That's
I'm
been
bullish on
beautiful
brick
to
by brick.
watch from the start, brick by brick. I've watched this chain but not the chain, but I've watched what Brick have done, been part of it, and it's just in that name. It just says it all. It really does, man. You guys have killed it.
Yeah, I appreciate it. It's there's been a lot of brain, a lot of gears grinding in people's brain, really trying to get this pushed out. We're almost there, I think, as far as the DAO being released completely, right? It started off with Brick Toshi, which is a vision of a few people. We aligned an internal DAO where everybody had an individual vote for power. So there wasn't one individual making decisions. It was a team vote that was best for the entire DAO, or at least what we thought was best, right? And everyone in that group has a little bit, I don't want to say political, differences, but they have their own opinion, right? Everyone has their own style, and we've worked together for quite some time. And then we brought in some new people that we've known, but not necessarily worked with, so they'll have their own style. But we're getting to a point. We actually just released a couple of votes to our Tay Foundation or our whale group to kind of vote in a similar system to keep the process going. And we chose our first project that we want to support. I'm not going to necessarily name it here, but we interviewed them, and they're currently going through the KYC process. Unfortunately, Satoshi front ran our investment, but that's okay. I'm just kidding. Yeah, he got a nice shout out today, which was great, because they've been pinned in our Tay Foundation for quite some time. So I'm sure that some of our whales are either benefiting or have benefited, and it's been great. But yeah, the DAO is actually being released at the end, so we'll get the first iteration of a true vote from holdings. And then I'll leave you with this. Listen, I just want to thank you for the stage. I want to give a big shout out to all the listeners here today. If you are not bridged over to Shibarium, I'm not using this as financial advice, but I highly suggest you go and do some research on the chain. If not, grab yourself a bag of bone, because bone is sitting at, I think, 170 million market cap. And that is the gas and LP pair on chain for Shibarium for a layer 2 network with that's backed by $1 billion token. You have the most bullish token in the ecosystem, in my opinion,
Tell them.
as the gas and LP token on chain. So I encourage you, I'm not advising you, but I suggest, from my personal opinion, grab yourself some bone and do some research on Shibarium.
Well, there's a bridging competition going on, isn't there? It's not for me to talk about, but the person's here.
Yeah.
I don't know if maybe they already mentioned
I
it.
don't know.
And
Is that you, Bumba?
I just wanted to add in there quickly. And also, don't forget, we're coming into burn through LP. We're doing the math. If you look at the average volume on Bone, we're trying to, with the help of the community and getting them to pair and paying them to pair Bone to N, and burning through those LPs with fees from our token. If we can get a market penetration of 10, even 20%, and I think everyone's waiting to, everyone that's in Shibaswap 1, I helped build that, so like everyone loves to get paid for their LP. So you're not hurting the SHIB chart, the Bone chart, nothing. We get those burns done, and if you look at the trailing 30-day volume of Bone, and attach a we'll call it a 2% fee to that. That is, a third of that is going to insurance pool, a third of that's going straight to burns, right? So imagine how much we can accelerate the burning rate on this side of the SHIB ecosystem, on the east side, which will help as Shibarium grows and there's more adoption, more capital in influx into that system. So we're trying to do our best, but there's other projects out there that are finding their own creative ways. But this is something that has never been done before. So of course we're taking our time and making sure it works. But when we pull this off, guys, you were looking for the help of the community. All of you guys were there. Most of you guys were there when Shibaswap started, so you guys know how to pair LP. You know how that works. So it'll just be a matter of pairing it to another token, staking it, getting some N, our insurance token. So you're getting safety, you're helping to burn, and you're earning, right? So perfect.
Absolutely. I
Also,
think NFA,
A1,
man.
much love, man. Much love. I also love you guys. Like from the beginning, you guys have had our back. Brought us on spaces when we are less than a mil. Everyone thought we were some sort of scammers or something. You were there. Made sure that we could tell our story and show the vision. And then finally, when people started finding out who I am and where I've been and what we're actually trying to do, things kicked up. And then one more person I want to just shout out quickly, because I got to go soon. But Shib Dream, if he's still here, just wanted to shout him out because he really came to us and kicked the tires. Was very, 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 very analytical into what we were doing and kept us honest. And so, that's one person we highly respect. As you know, we do ads and stuff on his side. The only media side I think we do ads on. And because of the way that he approached us and really was very skeptical and asked the right questions, and from then on just what's helped us to tell our story to the SHIB community. Because I'll be honest, I was always an outsider, even though I was an admin. But he really always tried to do the right thing, and I just wanted to say thank you to him.
Absolutely. Yo, NFA, big shout out to you guys. Huge supporters of Shibarium right out the gate. I think even before CoinMerge really started to turn the corner and put their eyes on, not obviously the eyes have always been on Shibarium, but really get more bullish on it. You guys were there. This was back in December, I think, or maybe January of 2023. So big shout out to you guys. I did pin a tweet from you guys in the Jumbotron. If you haven't spoke, man, I'm done. So I want to make sure before you leave, you get your opportunity too. So.
Yeah, absolutely.
Man, I
Yeah,
gotta
shout out to
use this
A1
goddamn
though and
jumbotron,
CoinMerge
man.
for bridging all that that how much 100 ETH worth
Oh yeah.
of your liquidity
Yeah,
pool.
listen. You want to hear bullish on the ecosystem? CoinMerge took 100, I think it was 115 ETH of our LP, took it from ETH and bridged it to the Bone WETH. So yeah, we're paired to Bone right now. Absolutely 100% bullish on this. We understand the ecosystem. We believe that Bone is going to fly harder than ETH. And in our opinion, right, the Bone on the Ethereum network is paired to ETH. ETH is bullish. And Bone is even more bullish in our opinion. So I think our slingshot is pulled back 3x because we believe in our token as well. So yeah, we're here. We're in it, guys. We're ready for it.
Yeah, let's go, guys. Let's go. This is what I love to see. You know, this is just listening to bullish stuff after bullish stuff after bullish stuff. Guys, so I'm in the process of about to close a deal to obtain a CX. I'll be with the liquidity, everything. The liquidity, the CEX. I'm about to buy it out. Imagine adding Shibarium to the CEX. And I can't say which one yet, but it is known. I'm about to close a deal. But the first thing, what'll happen when we do close the deal, if we do close the deal, that's an if, guys, is Shibarium chain will be added straight away before it even.
Quick question. Will it be Web3 integrated as well, or?
All I can say right now is that I'm in the process of buying out a CEX, an exchange, and if this goes through, the liquidity and everything, I've got to put my final offer back in pretty soon. And if this goes through, is bullish for the entire chain. Not only that, guys, also I'm also working. We're around about a week away from it, having an on and off ramp on Swap exchange. So basically, you can buy Shibarium Bone with your bank card and sell Shibarium Bone with your bank card without no KYC process. So that is going to open doors to a lot of new people coming in. It's going to bring a lot of liquidity into the chain. If I can pull this off with the exchange, you know, then we are standing in a really good position. You know, not just Swap, but all of us here on this space today, the entire SHIB community, the entire Shibarium community, all of the projects, you know, working together and being bullish on the chain is only going to get more bullish and more bullish. There's a lot of news to come in the coming weeks, guys. In the coming next 14 days, you're going to see a lot of news coming on. So, yeah, guys, let's keep grinding, let's keep building, and let's keep having these spaces and keep everybody informed on everything that's going on. So I'm bullish, guys. I'm bullish on every
Yeah, cheers
project.
for another good spaces, man. And NFA, B Bumba. Obviously, I haven't connected with you before, but I heard A1 say that you were kind of like, repping Shibarium from before those guys were, and I actually wasn't aware of this. Obviously, I know who you guys are and what you do, but I somehow missed that part. I didn't know that you're supporting Shibarium and whatnot. So I really need to get stuck into that, man. So yeah, respect to you guys for that as well. I wasn't aware.
Yeah, no. I think a lot of people that was kind of a big thing in the beginning because because we're DeFi, the vision that we have is we want to serve the SHIB community where they are, and we want to be kind of a conduit of capital. That's how DeFi works. So, we don't really we're kind of chain agnostic, right? If you guys all move to BSC, we just move with you, right? That's where the capital is, and that's where we serve the SHIB community. So by providing, as you guys have said over and over again, safety, security, which brings, I don't want to say the word investability, but the safety and security is something that is missing in crypto at large. But when I talked to Shai, this was maybe November, and we were just chatting, and I was like, well, what kind of keeps you up at night, and what is it? What's missing? What kind of value can we bring? And it's basically giving that safe foundation, a transition away from a meme token, right? We're looking at, I look at a SHIB and what's been accomplished as one of the largest social experiments ever done, right? So we're taking, it's a case study of taking something that was done for fun, done maybe by accident, turning it into something real, building a community around it, and then expanding that community in a way that positively affects the growth of a very big financial asset. So I'm absolutely happy to have been part of that journey and to continue on and have my little part in it. And yeah, come check us out. It's pretty chill vibes in the lab, and we're happy to have you there, man.
Cheers, man. Actually, I think Shiba Moonshot connected me with you guys in a private, and I think it just got buried somewhere somewhere in
Yeah,
my
I'm really bad for that, dude. Like, if anyone invites me to like a TG, it's never gonna happen. Like, you have to get me and like one of my guys because I am everywhere.
Exactly. Yeah. So just to let you know, yeah, if I was added in and I just completely forgot about that till now. So
Yeah,
yeah, I'll
hey,
get that brought back up.
now I'm offended. No offense, man. So I hope no offense is taken, but yeah, connect. If you ever need me, use the secret chat so it just pops up to the top.
All right,
Most
so
definitely.
we've got either Shiba Sequoia Forest or Shiba Wars to go.
Hey guys, I'll go ahead and jump in here if you don't mind.
Andrew.
Hey, I appreciate the opportunity to come up here and speak. Shout out to you guys, Ian and Cam here, and shout out to all the amazing projects in this space. It's an honor to be here and have an opportunity to kind of showcase what we're doing here in the Shiba Sequoia Forest. So,
Absolutely.
oh, go ahead, Ian.
No, just saying absolutely. It's a pleasure to have you here. It's all about growing, right? So, yeah, fire away, dude. Fire away.
Will do, will do. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Andrew Prater. A lot of you know me as Lads in this space, and I've been here since early 2021. I founded the Shiba Sequoia Forest October 25th, 2021, and I've just been here building in the background, some in the foreground, I guess, and yeah, so. Who am I? Well, locally here, I have been involved in all sorts of different initiatives in Muskegon, Michigan. I advocate for food pantries and community gardens, and I also sit on the Muskegon Heights Beautification Committee. In Web3, I'd be considered like a shib maxi, music NFT maxi. I'm not a tech guy. I am a plant guy. I also sit on 6 music NFT councils, including councils like great pioneers like Ray Isla, Emma Miller, Josh Savage, and more. I've Like I said, I've been in the SHIB community since 2021 and huge community initiative supporter like SHIB Co-op, SHIB Dream, Shiba Bling, and many more initiatives. I'm also a big supporter of Shibarium and the metaverse and some official partnerships like Wellies. Pretty much I'm a big fan of everything that the community and the SHIB developers are doing here. Um, let me read a little something off of our website here. It'll just kind of give you an idea of what we're doing here in the Shiba Sequoia Forest. So within the forest, our purpose is to harness the power of music as a unifying force, rallying communities and advocating for safeguarding sequoia trees. Our goal is to bolster conservation initiatives and enlighten individuals about the criticality of preserving these natural marvels. Leveraging distinctive attributes of NFTs coupled with artistic brilliance of musicians can affect substantial change in the battle to protect the genetic legacy of giant sequoia trees while instilling a newfound commitment to environmental stewardship in generations to come. At the heart of the Shiba Sequoia Forest lie 3 foundational pillars: community, dedicated to fostering a sense of belonging and togetherness; tree preservation, committed to safeguarding the natural splendor of the sequoia trees and independent art and music; championing creativity and self-expression. These 3 pillars stand tall upon the bedrock of the decentralized realm forged by SHIB, creating a resilient and thriving ecosystem. So yeah, that was right off the website there. That's shibasequoiaforest.com. And what does all that mean? That was kind of a mouthful. But pretty much what we're doing is I founded the Shiba Sequoia Forest October 2021 following a trip to the Sierra Nevada mountain range where I went to see the giant sequoia trees. I witnessed firsthand the destruction of the wildfires and the drought and disease that are causing the dwindling numbers of this species. It's an ancient species that lived for 3,000 plus years. They get 300 feet tall and 30 feet in diameter. I came home and realized that more needed to be done, and so I concocted this idea to bridge Web 2 and Web 3 communities, independent musicians in Web 3, and tree preservation with the Shiba Inu token ecosystem, where we create music NFTs that contain licensing rights to the music and IP rights to the artwork, as well as reward holders with access to festivals and rare genetic tree claims. We've established a successful Shiba Fest back in September. We had our first annual Shiba Fest, and we reward our NFT holders with access to the festival. We have another sold out collection called the Shiba Sequoia Forest Solar Return. And that one offers more rewards, but I'll just kind of focus on the mission here with the lads collection. We are establishing tree nurseries to support our endeavors to not only clone giant sequoia trees from the Sierra Nevada mountain range, but also clone champion trees in various states across the United States and eventually across the globe, to develop a diverse ecosystem of genetics groves at each location that we establish. The Shiba Sequoia Forest, tree nurseries, and Shiba Fest, our festival. And all this supports the diversification of the species Sequoia dendron giganteum, also known as giant sequoia tree. So what does that do for our ecosystem? How does that add value to our ecosystem here in Web3? So not only do the festivals connect Web3 musicians to our ecosystem through the Lads collection, but we're also establishing these tree nurseries because all corporations in the United States need to meet requirements by 2030 to offset their carbon footprint. So we have an opportunity to assist in seeing that these corporations meet their carbon offset goals. And by purchasing our trees with proven genetics from champion trees and the ancient trees from the Sierra Nevada mountain range, to incorporate in their carbon offset ventures. And so that brings more into our entire ecosystem through the sales. We've kind of generated this ecosystem that not only provides for a Shiba Inu token ecosystem, it provides for the independent musicians and artists in this space, as well as our local initiatives, while offsetting carbon footprints all across the globe. If each one of us were to plant one of these trees, we can offset our carbon footprint for our entire lives. And so that truly is the goal here, is to encourage everybody to plant one of these trees. That's why we're actually in our second annual Shiba Plant a Tree Month, which is October. And we like to encourage people to take part in that by planting a tree. It doesn't necessarily have to be a sequoia tree, but we can all take part in offsetting our carbon footprint. So like what I was saying, our first annual festival back in September, it allows us to reward our holders with access to the festival. Coming up here in 2024, we have our second annual Shiba Fest will be here in Muskegon, Michigan, but we're also establishing a Shiba Fest in Chesapeake Bay, Virginia. And then there's also a third location that has yet been disclosed for 2024, and we're also working on discussions for 2025 to expand even more, not only Shiba Fest, but the nurseries that we're developing in the Shiba Sequoia forest. I keep referring to these nurseries. We've got one we're working on here in Muskegon, Michigan. It takes many years for these trees to grow. This is a long-term project, and I do want to express that trees do take 3 to 5 years before you can bring them to market. Locally here, I'm at year 2 since I first started cloning these trees to establish the nursery here in Muskegon. In Virginia, we'll have our nursery up by spring. The nursery there is far more than a nursery, which you guys would have to join me on one of our spaces to take a deep dive on what's happening there in the Eastern Shore. Yeah, so we've got the nursery here, we've got a nursery in Virginia, and then we're also collaborating with 2 other nurseries that provide us with common genetic giant sequoia trees to help diversify our collection of genetics. So shout out to Greenbrier, shout out to Archangel Ancient Tree Archive as well for that. And then, yeah, so where do we stand at the moment? I'll jump to that real quick, and then I'll stop with, I'll catch a breath here, maybe give you guys a moment to digest some of that. But where do we stand? So currently we have 3 for-profit businesses in 3 different states, as well as a not-for-profit. And we're poised to plant tens of thousands of these trees, as well as to continue to add value to the Web3 ecosystem and reward our holders. Speaking of our holders, we've minted 716 LADS NFTs in a blind mint on Ethereum, on the Ethereum blockchain, with the goal of bridging to Shibarium. Due to some unforeseen circumstances, we'll put it that way, bridging will not be the optimal option to bring the LADS collection to Shibarium. So we are currently working towards a relaunch of the LADS collection on Shibarium, and we're exploring our options for development. So stay tuned. There will be more coming out on that soon. And yes. So that 716 LADS NFTs, they're spread out over 200 wallets that the majority of them have yet to bridge to Shibarium, which allows us a good position within multiple communities to encourage others and teach others to how to bridge so that they can take full advantage of our blockchain here. So with that being said, that pretty much sums everything up. We are celebrating our second year here in the space on the 25th, so Wednesday at 7 p.m. EST. I'd love for everybody to join us and celebrate with us. It's the birthday of the Shiba Sequoia Forest, but uniquely, it's also my birthday as well. So come celebrate.
Sorry, I was getting to my microphone, so I kind of let my phone go off, and I was having to log my password back in to come in. So essentially you were attached to real life businesses then, right? So you've got some backing and some legs from the get go.
I wish I could say that. We have created these businesses, and we have plans to create multiple other businesses as well that go along with the Shiba Sequoia Forest missions. And so, yeah, we're in our second year for the Shiba Sequoia Forest here in Muskegon, Michigan. The Shiba Sequoia Forest Eastern Shore is well, we're moving into our third year. The Eastern Shore is moving into its second year, and then this other location yet to be disclosed is just beginning. And so Yeah, so those are the three businesses we've established. We're Shiba Sequoia Forest Michigan, Shiba Sequoia Forest Eastern Shore, and then Ladd's Reforestation Project is also moving into its third year, and that's our not-for-profit.
Right, and I think it's always interesting when people do things like and attach it to real life stuff. I think when we were building the metaverse, we've been on the Crawl on Mars metaverse. We obviously did the exact replica of the planet Mars, and we thought it'd be a good idea, to do NFTs as trees, seeds, and Elon Musk was trying to put terraform Mars in real life. We were going to do it in the metaverse as well. So it's always intrigued me when it's coming around to like NFTs and seeds. And there's been a few projects that I've spoke to in the past that do stuff like with cannabis seeds also. And planting trees and doing good and just good for the environment, right? As well.
Yeah, I've seen those projects out there. I love seeing more and more we refer to it in the tree gen community as green chip projects, and I'm seeing more and more of those where they're doing good for the earth. And what's unique about our collection, the Lads music NFT collection, is not only do you get to claim the common genetics if you attend Shiba Fest. So if you're looking to pick up some giant sequoia trees, you can claim common genetics, but we are actually cloning the trees that our musicians are planting at Shiba Fest, and then offering those to our holders so they can collect more rare genetics from champion trees and ancient 3,000-year-old trees from the Sierra Nevada mountain range that are have a special connection to each location that we establish, as well as the musician that provides music for the Lads collection. So it's just a unique aspect to really get the community involved in planting some trees.
And it's doing good for the planet. It's doing good for the ecosystem. And you're building around Shiba, which is always bullish to see. Like I said, Shiba did lots for people, whether you got in early or whether you missed it. Even if you missed it, it kind of enticed people to build, or brought people to the space and bring new people in. So yeah, I like to say I'm always intrigued with projects when they're doing anything for the community, whether it's doing for charity and stuff like that, community charities, schools, or like such as yourself planting trees and stuff like that. You're actually doing something. You've actually got a purpose, and triggered with businesses in real life business as well. I think is only going to make you stronger to succeed. And having that knowledge in business also. Do you come from like a business background then? Do you have some good knowledge in business and how businesses work and stuff?
No, sir. I have been learning, and I wouldn't say self-taught, because there are so many amazing people in this space that are teaching me, guiding me. I also have a business coach that's assisting. So I just so when I first started this, I had this vision, this dream. I'm like, I know what I want to see happen, but I had no idea how to make it happen. And so I am really, really thankful for the Shiba Sequoia Forest team. Shout out to them. You've got Monkey B down below. She's our chief financial officer, and then you got Gabby down there. She's also she's our chief strategy officer. John Michael Hammer down there is the co-founder of the Shiba Sequoia Forest Eastern Shore, Virginia family. And shout out to some of the musicians in the space. Jigsaw, I see you. He's not part of our Lads collection, but he is a Lad. Much love. And then Calvin J, if you missed him at Shiba Fest, he performed. He's one of the musicians in the collective. He freaking killed it on stage. So I just wanted to give him a quick shout out here. But we've got an amazing team, and every day we're learning, growing, and developing more, and continuously networking here in the space and IRL. So, yeah.
Nice. And that's all we can do, right? We just have to keep on grinding. We have to keep on pushing through. It's always going to be a battle. So yeah, congratulations to you guys, and thank you for coming up and letting people know. Letting the Mars Swap community know there's a whole bunch of communities in here, from different backgrounds and stuff like that. So if you have a tweet that you want to pin up at top, if you want to pin it, get it pinned up to the top there. We'll get people to retweet it. Remember, we do have a giveaway going on today, guys. So stay tuned. Stay tuned. I believe we have another project coming up after this, right, Mr. Cameron?
Yes, mate. Shiba Wars. But before
I
that,
think
what do you think about Sequoias on Mars?
Sequoias on Mars, right? Can we terraform it? Can you terraform Mars?
Hey
Because
guys. Sorry, I got to cut in and laugh. I got to interject a little bit here. When I first saw your project, I was drawn to it, and the reason why is because what we're doing in the Shiba Sequoia forest is we're creating this genetic bank of champion redwoods and ancient redwoods that soon won't exist in the Sierra Nevada mountain range. 98% of them are depleted. The remaining 2% are just suffering. And so we're creating this bank. And one of the things that I love to do is bonsai art. And so each one of these genetics that we do acquire, I am turning them into a bonsai. I've got this little side mission, side dream to see that these trees end up traveling to Mars in their bonsai form to help with terraforming. They're one of the best trees for sequestering carbon, and they'd be perfect for thousands of years. And so I think it'd be amazing if the Shiba Sequoia forest took part in actually terraforming Mars.
let's go. You know what to do? DM the main Twitter account because this seems interesting. I've always wanted to bring a bit of fun to the metaverse, and what more could you ask for if you planted your own tree and helped terraform the Crawl on Mars metaverse? Remember, this is not any ordinary metaverse. This is a multiverse. We're going to have portals to different worlds, portal to different metaverses, portal to the SHIB metaverse and back. We are connecting Web3 as a whole because we don't want the likes of Facebook, Meta, Google, and Microsoft to come along and say, actually, that's not a metaverse. This is a metaverse, and everybody go flocking to their big metaverse because that's where the money is. That's where the big people is. When all we in Web3 have worked so hard to get where we are today, guys. We've worked so hard to do this. So by connecting projects, connecting portals in the metaverse for easy access, think the yellow pages of the metaverse is Crawl on Mars. And it's going to launch very, very soon. Very soon, maybe this week, or maybe I'll wait till I get back off holiday. I'm not back till Saturday, and then we send it live. But it's ready. It's ready to go. Ready to plant some seeds, and we're ready to get going with the metaverse.
I've seen a little. I did manage to see a little teaser, guys, and it's pretty exciting stuff, man. So that's coming. When are you back off your holidays?
I fly tomorrow and I'm back Saturday, but the metaverse is ready. It can go live now, this instant, if we wanted to. So it is ready to go live. The NFTs, the land sales, will be going on crypto.com for listing for launch. So we'll launch on crypto.com platform. This will bring many eyes because remember, guys, to follow the main Mars Swap account because when we go listing on crypto.com, we get a free AMA with crypto.com NFT platform, which is the NFT platform of crypto.com. So hopefully
mate. Is that
the in-game currency is Crawl on Mars, CLMRS. The Crawl on Mars token So to be able to earn ETH, to be able to mine ETH, so you can mine in the metaverse, you can buy a mining rig, but you need Crawler Mars to purchase it. You can then buy a level 2 NFT, which is a mining, which it boosts your rewards. And like crypto.com, you have to log in every 24 hours and run up to the miner, talk to the miner in the game. He'll talk to you, and there's an AI. We've got AI in the metaverse. He'll talk to you. You know, you can level up your mining machine, and you can go digging and mining on Mars, and you can earn MSwap, which is on ETH, and you can sell that for ethereum. So we're effectively mining ethereum in the metaverse.
It sounds cool. It sounds cool. And just as somebody who probably has this in common with a lot of people on here, I've not delved into that chain that much. Not for any reason, specific reason. I'm just busy on other chains or whatever.
Cheap,
So
right?
like, is that chain like generally still popping, or are you planning to bring that to? I don't know how easy that is, because it's metaverse isn't just a simple dApp, is it?
No.
But to get that to be integrated fully with Shibarium, so instead of your Crawler Mars token, you know, using your Shibarium MarsSwap farm token or whatever, and having it hosted on Shibarium node, is that something that's possible in the near future, or?
It would a tricky one, right? Because we obviously got Shib the metaverse. Although that's on ethereum, I don't know if they actually launching on ETH. Well, they must have, because the Lantels are on ETH. So, you know, it was like Kronos is cheap, and I have the managing director of crypto.com on speed dial. So, you know, it made sense that we only launch the metaverse with them. You know, it'll be the biggest metaverse to go live on Kronos. It's super cheap fees, but remember that the metaverse will be cross-chain, cross-platform. If you actually, there's a little demo, but it's changed since then. All the colors and the scenery's changed a little. It's for the better. But if you click on that first pinned tweet that I pinned up there, there's a video. If you watch that video, that man, that NFT that you run up to in the video who is speaking, he is the gatekeeper. He's the one who you have to go and speak to start mining. Mining means ethereum. You can mine MSwap tokens in the metaverse and sell it for ETH or do whatever you want, stack your rewards, but you'll need CLMRS to be able to bring it. And actually, we use the USD value, so we didn't want to tie it down to the value, because the value of MarsSwap, Crawler Mars or whatever, can fly up. You know, it can moon, and that means some people not be able to access it. So it only made sense that we did it in the USD value, USDT equivalent. So the price will remain the same. However, the tokens will go up and down. So
when Sleepy Street in Crawler Mars, the metaverse,
we can integrate whatever we want, right? We've got the access. The reason behind building a metaverse was to ever adapt to the ever-changing technology, the up-and-coming new projects, where the sandbox is stuck kind of back in time, but you know, people don't want to let go of that. However, Crawler Mars is a metaverse in the bull run. Guys, if you do some research, everybody's doing metaverse. You know, the big money's doing metaverse. Billions and billions, hundreds of billions of dollars are going into the metaverse. And if that's not bullish enough, you know, there's a land plot for Elon Musk. You know, we've seen Snoop Dogg do a performance in the metaverse, right? Who's to say Elon Musk won't take his land and build on planet Mars on his land that he's trying to do in real life? So that was a marketing gimmick. We have gave Elon Musk land. If he takes that and tweets about that, then it's game over. It's probably the only person that can pump a project right now, but that weren't the sole reason, but you know, it was a good opportunity to do that. You know?
Yeah, I remember a project that was sorry, it's probably irrelevant, I won't go into it, that it was like Google Earth, and you know, you could basically like purchase like land anywhere on the globe, and you could view it like on Google Earth.
Yeah.
I can't remember what chain that was on, but I don't know if it's still going. But yeah, that was pretty cool, man.
It's been intense, dude. I'm not gonna lie. 2.5 years this has been in build. We've been building for 2.5 years solid. Like I said, we've made some brilliant friends in the space. We're partners with Chainlink already. And not many people realize that Chainlink actually tweeted about Crawl on Mars. Polygon actually tweeted about Crawl on Mars. You know, crypto.com listed Crawl on Mars in the DeFi site. It's still there actually now. You know, crypto.com tweeted about Crawl on Mars. Satoshi tagged Crawl on Mars. Everybody knows Crawl on Mars. Crawl on Mars is the ecosystem and is the backbone to Mars Swap, and how we created Mars Swap was because of Crawl on Mars. You know,
Man,
so
they were a startup with Chainlink project as well.
yeah, we got the actual startup with Chainlink. You know, we actually Chainlinks have been really helpful with. You know, they've helped us with a lot of things. Obviously, because I have to have four face-to-face meetings with them every year. You know, and I'm not allowed to tweet about. So I can't tweet and I can't say another crypto here now. I'm not even allowed to say that other crypto, beginning with a Q. But I'm not allowed to say it. I'm not allowed to say certain things. I'm not allowed to tweet certain things. I'm only allowed to talk about Chainlink Oracle, because obviously I'm tied into a contract. But that's how deep we are. You know, we are connected. We're very well connected. You know, we are saving all our all the big push for around the metaverse for when the bull market comes back. All these people will come back. The Chainlink tweets, the Polygon tweets, Crypto.com tweets, the Shy tweet. All of these big guys will come back when the time is right. You know, we are just soldiering through. We're building a community with you guys. You know, we're wanting to showcase other projects that are new and just starting out, because, you know, man, we've had some ups and downs in this past 2.5 years building. It's been absolutely crazy. But if we can help other projects out and give them that platform, I've always said I'll never grow too big to come on a space. You know, like Chris is too big now, right? He don't come on space anymore. But I will never ever do that because of my autism and ADHD and how I am. You know, this is just me. I love to do it. I mean, I can retire now if I wanted to, but I don't. You know, I like doing this. It's what keeps me. I can put out of trouble. I get in trouble a lot with me condition. So it's kept me out of trouble. It's kept me going, and you know, it's kept the team going as well. You know, so.
I can relate to that. Gets me in trouble though as well at the same time.
Yeah, I don't want to take up all the limelight, but you know, Cam, do we have any other projects today?
Of course we do, mate. Andrew's though. I think he wants to say one last word.
Yeah, let's go, Andrew. By the way.
Yeah, hey, appreciate it. Yeah, I just I threw a little video up in the Jumbotron here. I've been making these over the past few days just to kind of disseminate some information from the website and give a clearer picture as to what we're doing in the Shiba Sequoia forest. And so that you know, you guys heard me speaking on different types of genetics, and that video. You know, we'll break that down a little bit for everybody. If you want to, you know, check that out. Otherwise, just give me a follow and follow along, and let's grow. I think that's what we're all getting good at, is growing. So let's all grow together. Thanks again, guys, for letting me speak.
No problem. It's a pleasure having you here. I just want to give a big, massive shout out to Shib Dream as well in chat up here in the space. He's sat being here listening to it. Big shout out to your to Shib Dream. I hear they got an NFT collection coming out soon, so maybe we can get these up here next week.
Next week, Ian. Next week. It's already sorted. It's already sorted.
Let's go. Let's go. So,
yeah, Shib Dream. Shout out to Shib Dream as well. They'll be on. They'll be You guys are usually you're part of the furniture, so I'm sure you'll be there, Mars Swap. But Shib Dream will be doing their first spaces on Wednesday. What day is it today? Monday. Yeah, in 2 days' time on Friends Helping Friends. Nice. So I just wanted to obviously I'm interested in what they're doing, and I think they're the first to launch on Pawsar. So it's a good, and it just showcases that, you know, I'm currently working with an NFT project, and Pulsar might, you know, some people say overshadow the one that my NFT project's on or whatever, you know, but I'm still going to bring them into the limelight because we're not here to compete, you know, we're here
Absolutely not.
That's why they're
exactly,
on
man.
next week, hopefully.
Yeah,
That's it.
absolutely not. But yeah, all
Don't want
credit to JD's top guy. He's still building. I know JD. You know, and like you said, we're not here to pull any platform down. Mantra's a really nice NFT marketplace. You know, I have actually looked into them guys, so they're pretty cool. You know, but some people will use different, and I'm sure that Mantra and Posar, and I'm sure there's going to be a lot more NFT marketplace. I mean, come on, Crawler Mars launched an NFT marketplace called Red Sea, and it's still going. You know, I just love building. So you know, it's we're probably going to see a lot more. But yeah, I can't wait till next week to hear what these guys have got coming up.
One more little thing regarding the NFTs. There is like, if you have Bone or Leash or Shib on Shibarium sat there, and it's going to be sat there, and you know you look on Mantra and you see there's a solid NFT project. You can just go and whack down a pool of however many bone you want, say 1,000 bone. I'm going to do it in a minute. 1,000 bone, and say Shiba punks, sleepy shibs, whatever. A solid one. Let's say Shiba punks because they're doing really, really well. They're well established. You can go and whack down 1,000 bone and say that you want you know, you're going to give 2 bone per NFT. Right. That's not really great for the other party, but some people need money. Some people want to borrow money, and their intention is to pay it back. So if you get it paid back, then you get your whatever you asked for. So your 1,000 bone is 1,100. In 5 days' time, you know, you've made that 10% or however long you want. And if not, then you're winning even more because you've just snatched NFTs that are floor price like 10, 12 bone for 2 bone each. So I just want to, because Mantra is great. They run it like really small team, just basically him alone. And, you know, the lending platform on there is great. And they've I think it was just today, they brought Leash onto the platform as well. So you can go and, you know, put a pool down of Leash, or vice versa. If you've got a ton of NFTs and you're a bit stuck for bone, you know, you can go and put those NFTs and say how much you want, and someone can come along and match the order. And so Pulsar might come along and take a lot of volume in one way, but then Mantra do something different. You know, Mantra do the whole kind of lending side of things. So you know, there's room for everyone, man.
Absolutely, there is. You know,
Yeah,
and
well,
lending is
we'll
going to
get
be a
Mantra
massive
on
part.
as well.
Yeah,
Then you guys do the
get the Mantra guys.
staking.
I spoke to them guys a couple of spaces ago. So yeah, you go and reach out to them if you want to come. Yeah, lending protocols, pretty cool. If people know how to use them properly to their advantage, they are actually a game changer. So, you know, Mantra are obviously smart. They know what they're doing. And that's coming from a fellow developer myself, you know, because a lending protocol is, but it's just bullish. Do some research on it. Do some research on Mantra. But without further ado, Cam, do you want to invite the next project up?
Yeah, man. Right, Shiba Wars. Massive thank you for your patience, mate.
Yeah, hi guys, thank you. It's great to be here. Thank you for this opportunity for the mic. So, not a problem at all with the waiting. It's also like good to hear what everybody is doing on the Shibarium. You know, I have been reading all around Twitter. Like, if there's something about Shiba or Shibarium, I'm reading like Shibarium is dead, and I don't know what, and like all of these posts, and I'm asking like, why do you think it's dead? Maybe there are like less transactions, but we have to build it. We have to come create the projects, create the utility or whatever, and work towards the common goal. Like ship will not burn itself just like that. We have to help it a little bit. So It's great to hear all of these projects that are building something either with SHIB or Shibarium. So great to hear that we are moving somewhere. So that's like my introduction speech. I would like to introduce myself. My name is Dominic. I'm the lead and core developer of Shiba Wars, and I have been developing uh, smart contracts for 2 years now. I have been I have started with EVM with EVM smart contracts like learning Solidity and stuff, and then I moved to Rust. But I was still working on this game, on this Shiba Wars that I am representing here today. And the idea of Shiba Wars, first of all, Shiba Wars is an NFT game, online game, and the idea was firstly became when I was in when I bought the Shiba Inu in 2021, and it went up. Then it went down. This was before Binance listing and stuff like that. So I was like, maybe if we give it some utility to the Shiba Inu coin, then maybe it will go up. And then we came up with this idea of NFTs for the Shiba Inu holders. And I was thinking like, why do people need useless NFTs that don't do anything? I wanted to give it some purpose to the NFTs. So suddenly we had an idea for a game, but game takes a little bit longer than just simple NFTs. So we started building Shiba Wars. That was back in 2021, and then we wanted to launch it, but since everything in our game is like every action in Shiba Wars is a transaction on the blockchain, it's not possible to do it on Ethereum, yeah, because then you would pay thousands just for playing the game, which is not an option. So we wanted to go on Polygon or on some chain that was back in 2021, and then but we didn't want to do it because there's no native SHIB token on Polygon or wherever. But then the idea of Shibarium came out, and we were like, okay, we're going to Shibarium. So we were waiting for 2 years now until we are finally able to come to Shibarium. But it was worth it because during those 2 years I have been working on several other things outside of Ethereum and Solidity, but in smart contracts, and I have learned a lot of things, and we have upgraded the initial idea of the game, how all of the actions that can be done there and stuff like that. So it was good 2 years. We have made some more development, and yeah, now we are ready to come to Shibarium.